Welcome to the Be Brave for Once channel. Today I want to talk to y'all about corded blinds versus cordless blinds. Also, I made this video, I'm gonna tell you, my motivation for this video was, the fact is, I was trying to repair my corded blinds and I couldn't find a video that talked about, my specific type. Everything was about the cordless ones. Everybody know how to operate the cordless ones, you know what I mean? So I today I'm going to fix my I'm going to fix one of my corded blinds. I had to replace both of these. This room is approximately, well, I shouldn't say approximately, it's 95 and a half inches each side. Okay, so these are the ones that broke that I had to replace. Now in the bedroom, one side completely broke beyond repair, just like this living room did, but the other side I just got one little small fix, and that's what I'm gonna talk to y'all about today, because like I said, I couldn't find any YouTube videos talking about my particular type. Now, my beef with these cordless blinds is the fact that I don't like to come up here and grab this right here and walk in one direction this way, right? And then come back over here and grab this and walk the other direction. Now, I mean, my legs work just fine, but it seems easier to just be kind of like stationary on one location. One string opens them up, the next string drives them back, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you another beat that I got. I don't like the fact that, okay, both of these, I think these are Window Images brand. Now, when I close them, okay, I'm gonna close them, all right? Closing them, bam. But what do you see there? There's a gap. You probably like, what gap? Oh, Brave One 1974 is being meticulous. This gap. You don't see no other gap, nowhere else. If you step back here, you don't see no gap. But right here in the center, I'm gonna get closer. You probably can't even see that like I want you to see it, but there's a definite gap that shouldn't be there. Okay, now, my corded ones didn't have no gap, so why do these have a gap? If you look up top, everything is tight like it's supposed to be, so there should not be a gap, okay? So we're gonna talk about, the mechanics and how the corded ones operate, and just give you some tips on how to go about fixing it. I haven't fixed it yet, but by looking at it, I know I can. So I'm gonna get back with you in a second, and we'll continue from there. All right. So there is this little piece right here. All right, and this is really what holds everything together. Once you take the clip out of this side, and I would use something like this, something like that, something like this, to get that out. You'll be able to slide everything out of that side, which is where the cords are. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna slide this out, and then I'm gonna do a little editing as to not bore you. See how smooth that is? And this just kind of like rolls out. But remember, just have a look at everything to see how it rolls back in, because it's gonna roll in the same way it rolled out, right? These little wheels go right back in the little track. So I'm gonna slide it out. Slide the whole thing out, right? See, it's empty. And then I'm gonna come back. Let me do a little bit here and I'll get right back with you. Okay, so as I said before, my issue was the fact that my other end clip, I'm gonna call it the end clip, I'm sure there's probably a better name for it, an actual official name for it, but this right here broke, right? So since it broke, I took the other one off the other set that I had in the living room, and you see this is just fine, but the blinds themselves were broken beyond repair. So I just stole this off of that, and I'm just gonna take this same little clip and put it on the end. Once I get everything slid back in, I'll take this out with some needle nose pliers. I'm just gonna take this little thing out here, slide it out, take this wheel off, and hook the other end of the cord around this, and then push this back in. No big deal, right? So the other issue I also had with those blinds that I'm repairing is one of these teeth broke. Now you all know that there's a repair kit, but the repair kit is for the actual vein. If the vein breaks up top, you can repair that. But when this tooth breaks, there's nothing to hold that in. Now there's many videos about this for the wand blinds, but I have not seen one, like, once again, about these. So what you do is, to fix this, is you see this right here, just push that in with like something like this, push that in, and then pull from the top. See, that came right off. Nothing's broke, it's all good. Now, you saw that wheel pop off, but the wheel, it's just like a little toy. It just pops back on. Like, it's not a big deal. All these things, they're all very easy to fix if you take the time. But once you take this top off, this slides right out. Boom, right? This one right here is not broken, so I'm just gonna put this one right back in. But I'm just showing you what I'm gonna do on the other one, right? So put this back in. And you might wanna like look at the positioning of the rest of the whatever this thing is called, the vein controllers. You might want to look at the positioning of them so you can, kind of position it appropriately. Because, once these little grooves lock in here, then it's going to be in sync with the rest of them. So just, I recommend maybe locking them in a, straight up and down, so you can just slide it right in, right? So you put the new one back in, and then you just pop this right back on there. Boom. And you're done. Boom. Right? Okay, so that's how you would fix that. So now I've actually did the repairs that I talked about doing, and I've slid this back inside. So now I'm gonna connect this. All I did was take some needle nose pliers, and I bagged this out, and so now what I'm gonna do is hook it up like it's supposed to be. So I'm just gonna take this, slide it back on here, like this, right? Also, you wanna make sure that, because it goes back in right. You got a cord that's going through an upper hole, and you got one that's down lower. So that's how I knew which side goes up and which side wraps around to the bottom, because I'm putting it in how it came out. You know what I mean? All right, so now I'm just gonna actually slide this in here like this, and slide this back through the hole. I use the needle nose pliers to take it out. Let's see if I can use my fingers to put it back in. All right, so got this thing back in. Just took, a little patience with it, and I just do what I didn't want to do was break it. That's what I didn't want to do. So got my charging cord here. So now all I'm going to do is, you got to make sure that you got it, your orientation is right? Because you see you got your little, I don't know if you can see this, your little rod that goes through, that everything slides on. You got to make sure this is set up right? So if I put it in like this, it'd be wrong. Like this is right, because it's going to line up, right? It's all about lining up. All right, so all I got to do is put it on here. Boom. Slide it in, and it slides right in. It's not like a big thing. And then you just got to slide this clip on the end, and then that's it. So I'm going to put this clip on the end, and then I'm going to show you how it looks, because like I said, it's going to be a mismatch fit. I got one side that's corded, and I got the new levelers, not levelers, but I forgot what they're called, window images, I think, that's already up. So I'll show you the finished product. All right. Okay, so I have completed the repairs. And on this is the bedroom, okay? I was in the living room earlier. This is the corded side. As you can see, boom, got my cord, pow. And this is the cordless side I had to purchase because my other side, like I said before, broke beyond repair. Now, I do want to say that as far as what I learned about these blinds, these corded ones, they are not made when they made these with a whole team set up. So how can we make these so folks can't repair them? Because I'm gonna tell you, if I didn't have a spare set that was broken that I could pull pieces from, not that I just had to pull like 2 pieces off of an old one because I had snapped 2 pieces while I was repairing this one. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. Oh, I love that. Oh, ain't that cool? Just that string just does it all. Okay, so these little plastic pieces up top that fold in, man, and those are the whole problem. When they start breaking on you, you may as well just throw them out. See, I only had this end piece. Actually, what am I doing? The end piece over here. You can't really see it, but I fixed that. And as you know, because you've seen that part. But so for functionality, since I like these cords, I like to stand in one spot, ooh, smooth, and pull them close, bam. I choose these over functionality, but as far as longevity, definitely the cordless, because they make them so you can actually repair all parts of them. I think that you should get some cordless blinds if you ever have any problems with these. It's unfortunate, but when these break the next time, I'm gonna get rid of this side too. But I gotta tell you, my cordless and my corded line up. There ain't no gap. Watch this. Watch this. It's about to be dark in here, y'all. It's about to be dark. Now, ain't no gap. Ain't no gap. And I'm not just saying that to Jedi mind trick y'all. There's really no gap. This is the center right here. That's the center, in case you're wondering. So, I don't know what reason, but they line up just perfectly. Even though I got 2 of the same type in there, they don't line up. So whatever. But I want to say this too. I do realize that cordless blinds are good for safety, children's safety, and things like that. Because the cord's hanging down, maybe the kid could get wrapped up in it or something like that. But I think all he had to do was just like raise this up, mount it up higher. You know what I'm saying? The kid can't get to that, and by the time they can get to it, they'll know better not to be messing with it. But anyways, that's my take on life. I thank y'all for watching my little video, those who did. And remember, be brave enough to make the decisions in your life that's going to make you happy. And sometimes bravery is just taking on a DIY project, which I have done many recently. I thank y'all once again for watching, and have an outstanding day.